Hey everyone, Draco Prime 220, and today will be another video that I mentioned yesterday. Also, this will be an update for the channel, like what my plans are ahead, because already August is pretty much halfway over. September is fast approaching, and soon before we know it, the holidays will be here. So, I gotta, I'm figuring out what I'm doing. I got some of the ideas in my mind of what I'm gonna do for this channel. I'm not going anywhere. I want to make that clear. It's just with the holidays coming up, it's gonna get chaotic. And to be honest, before I start any further, where did the time go? This month went by super quick. Like, it's already, tomorrow will be the 17th of August. Where did the month go? Like, anyone, please tell me, like, this year and this month has gone super quick. But yeah, this will be about the topic and also a channel update. Now let's get started. I mentioned yesterday I'd be doing a video about the team-up of Opaline and Allura. Fire and Ice. In a lot of fiction, both movie, books, and stories and fables, and fairy tales, fire and ice are opposing forces. They can't stand each other. One believes they're better than the other. Now, like, the best example I can give, believe it or not, is Heat Miser and Snow Miser from The Year Without a Santa Claus. I used to watch that when I was younger. I think Heat Miser and Snow Miser were the perfect, like, one of the perfect embodiments of two opposite forces not getting along, but can learn to coexist. Now, once again, we do know from the Make Your Mark Season 2 plans and leaks that Opaline was going to come back and team up with Allura. And they even said that Allura's brother was in the inevitable big bad that was going to show up. And pretty much, because that's what I remember reading, is that Allura's brother Altero was going to be, like, really the bad guy. Like, the big one that comes in and helps out. And even in the Secrets of Starlight special, he sounds a lot more meaner. Unfortunately, we never got to know his voice in Tell Your Tale. If he was going to be a little bit more gentler, or he was going to have a deep voice but a gentle voice. My thing is this. I would be so curious of their scenes. Would they be bickering like Tyrek and Kozigal and Queen Chrysalis? Honestly, I would think at first they would not want to really want each other. But think about Opaline. No cutie mark, no power. She's got to find out a way to get it back. So she really can't do anything to the ponies without that cutie mark. So in a way, she would really need Allura. And it even said that this, I'm guessing, friendship between her and Allura would lead to Opaline's downfall. So it does sound that Opaline was finally going to meet her end. But my question is, what was going to defeat her? The combined effort of the new main six and the old main six? The new and old versions of the Elements of Harmony? Or were the Elements of Harmony, even though they were pieces, magically brought back together to make the new elements for the new main six? I don't know. Was she going to, was Opaline going to meet her demise at the hooves or horn of Twilight Sparkle? Or, but before that I say any further, I gotta give credit to Free Space 99 for saying this, that, which I never thought of in the inevitable rematch between Twilight Sparkle and Opaline video, is that what if Twilight changed into Midnight Sparkle? Like, we've seen mega-powered versions of Celestia, even though in a dream, Nightmare Moon, and we have seen an idea of what Midnight Sparkle can do. I really think Opaline would get roasted. She'd get barbecued by Midnight Sparkle. An Alicorn Twilight, I'm not the Equestria Girls Twilight Sparkle, but a FIM, Alicorn Twilight becoming an pony version of Midnight Sparkle, yeah, I don't think Opaline would have a chance. I'm serious. I think a pony version of Midnight Sparkle would mop Opaline all over the floor. She'd be over there, and up there. Yeah. She'd be all over the place. It would be a massacre. Because all she is a fire alicorn. I don't think, and think about it, Twilight is the element of magic. It's very mysterious and unknown element. Even Discord made that aware to us, that it's the most mysterious element. So we don't know how vast her element of magic is. And powered by becoming Midnight Sparkle, I don't think all the cutie marks in the world would be able to help Opaline defeat Twilight in that state. Because what if Twilight did break down because of everything that her friends and herself and she had to say goodbye to Spike and everything? What if that mentally just messed her up and she was like, not all creatures want friendship, not all creatures want to change? And what if Twilight had to be the one to put her friends in stone? But what's really making me more nervous is what if she did not tell them? What if she just did it while their back was turned or something, without their consent? You know? What if that made some bitterness with the old main six to Twilight? Like, why did you do that to us? We're stuck here, and now all our family members and friends are gone. You know, that would have been an interesting story dynamic, but I don't think, well, I shouldn't say they wouldn't go that dark. My Little Pony has been known to go into dark places. But I just wanted to bring that up. Once again, credit goes to Free Space 99 for bringing this up. Now, I don't know if she would meet her end by Twilight. I think it would be a group defeat. I don't know if Allura or Altera would reform, or they get kicked back to where they ever came from. I don't know. We don't know. But I do think slowly Opaline, since they said that Allura's bond with her would make her be leading to her downfall, I think Opaline, in a twisted way, would understand why she was beaten so many times. In a twisted way. Like, she gets it legitimately, but she's like, I get it now. Working together than being alone, because she was always like that in the first season of Make Your Mark, is I'll do it alone as I always have. But then she gets defeated a second time. She's been humbled, and now she needs someone to help her get her cutie mark back so she can get back some power back. Do I think there could have been maybe a couple confrontations between Allura and Opaline, between maybe disagreements of a plan? Because let's face it, all Allura pretty much wants is to get her brother. And how would Altera's character be? Because in the comics that they made called The Reunion between Altera and Allura, Altera is a sweetie pie. He looks absolutely adorable. Well, also, I have a couple cats of my own, and I love animals, in a way more so than people, to be honest. Just throwing that out there. But, yeah, like, Altera must have been, in Make Your Mark Scene 2, he must have been planned to be very different. More meaner, more aggressive, maybe even kind of mean to his sister. We don't know. But I'm very curious of how Altera's personality would have been, because it seems like for Tell Your Tale, it seems like he was just going to be a genuinely good guy. Not mean or aggressive, just a sweet guy, just someone who was nice. Because I'll tell you, that little line we got of him, that's the only line of him we got in all of Gen 5 was from Secrets of Starlight. He sounded really mean. He sounded angry, he sounded rotten, he sounded like... He didn't sound like a good guy. And he was going to be the one... so pretty much, we would have had 3 big bads, pretty much. Probably Altera would have popped in maybe 2 episodes before the finale, or maybe in the middle of the final part leading to the finale. I don't know. But maybe there could have been some altercations between Allura and Opaline. Maybe they would have become somewhat like friends. But also, I think Opaline would twist the image of friendship, because she figures now this could benefit her. Now the question is, would have Allura and Altero seen the error of their ways? And maybe that's what they mean, is that this would have led to Opaline's downfall. Maybe she gets powerful again and Allura gets Altero back. They have like a quick, nice little reunion, and Opaline literally stabs them in the back. Like, I wouldn't put it past Opaline to, like, once she gets what she's after, then she tries to obliterate them. And I think she's a boaster. She's a bragger. She would probably say, "I just used you to regain my power. Did you really think we were friends?" But I do understand how Twilight and her friends and Sunny and her friends beat me. Now I know how to defeat them. And she would probably fly off. Maybe Allura and Altero would want to help the new main six and the others to defeat Opaline. Because maybe they thought, all she wanted was her brother back, but it also does sound once again that Altero was going to be the other big bad, so maybe Altero starts off as a villain, but maybe towards the finale he starts to maybe, not want to be anymore, because in a way, Allura's motivation is more family-oriented, while Opaline is just out for being a dictator, a tyrant, her ego, and because I'll be honest, when she's not without her magic, she is an entitled bully. She's a glorified bully. It's only when she gets her magic back that she seemed like she is an actual threat. So there could have been multiple ways this could have gone. Do I think it would have been to the extent of the disagreement between Tyrek, Cozy Glow, and Queen Chrysalis? No. But I do personally believe that maybe there would have been a few squabbles, a few little fights, I'm not saying to the death, but fire and ice, that embodiment of two opposite forces that don't get along, but they do learn to kind of tolerate or coexist to a degree. But, yeah, I think that would have been a very interesting story, part of the story of the second season of Make Your Mark. I just wish it kind of happened. I know there are some people that don't like Make Your Mark or Gen 5 in general, but there are those that I do personally believe if season 2 of Make Your Mark happened, probably I think it would have made it a little bit more better. Not to me, but to people who did not like it or were given a chance, this ain't really for me. I think it could have helped. That's my personal and honest opinion. But that's it for this portion of the video. I want to talk about maybe a couple things I will be doing. September is not going to really be much. I am going to probably do a couple more Fluttercore double features. I will do that probably by the end of September, beginning of October. I will do Character Critique episode number 7, Darth Vader. For October, that is going to be a bunch of monster movie reviews and my MOP Halloween special. So far, that's pretty much all I got right now. So, yeah. Once again, I tried getting a laptop. I got it off eBay, and it wasn't doing right for me. I don't know what I was doing wrong, because I was trying to make a reaction video, and I'll be honest, I have not used computers in a while. Probably not until next year, not until July will I try to get another laptop. For right now, I may have to do some reading, do some more looking into information, maybe ask some people that do know about computers to maybe give me a better and maybe an easier way to do this. But until then, I am going to have to rely on my phone. I had this laptop, but it wasn't just... I don't know if there was something wrong with it. I don't know. I had to get rid of it. And I was really bummed about that, because I really wanted to upgrade. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to probably wait till July next year to try again. And if that fails, I'm going to have to do the same rinse and repeat and try again. But between now and then, I got to do some reading. I'm going to have to probably talk to some people and see what I can do. But so far, that is it so far. September's going to pretty much be a quiet month. Like I said, look out for a couple more Flutter Core double feature reactions. And also for October, like either end of September, beginning of October, Character Critique number 7, Darth Vader, will be out. And my MLP Halloween special. So, just keep an eye out, and if you enjoy my content and want more, please like and subscribe. And till next time, I am Draco Prime 220, signing off. Everyone stay safe, and have a good night, everyone. See ya.